We had some special visitors in our studio a few days ago, a group of seniors from Louisville. They were such a bunch of fun people, and we had a special message. One of them was like a dessert diva groupie, so listen up, Diva. Who do you like?
The dessert diva.
Why?
Oh.
Do you do her desserts? You make them?
Oh, I'll tell you, I make them every week.
Where do you find them?
In the Boulder Weekly.
Oh, she's got two jobs.
Oh,
We love the Diva. What's the best recipe you ever made from her?
Oh, there was a pear dessert, and I can't remember. It was this summer.
Oh, I love that pear one. That was my favorite too. I do remember that pear one. That was so good. That was Mary, and there were a couple dessert diva groupies in that bunch.
That was so sweet. I think maybe it was the gluten-free pear one.
No, it was the pear and bourbon.
Oh, Mary. She's liking my bourbon. Well, that was
nice.
Sweet. Very nice.
You'd probably find Mary over at Waffle Brothers.
I might, unfortunately, Corona. Well, anyway, go to Waffle Brothers anyway.
Hey, it's President's Day, so we thought we'd make cherry pie bars. I insisted upon it, and Danette came through.
I did. It's very exciting, Tom. It's very exciting. I'm not very presidential, neither are you, so I feel better.
No, but I'm
you
not.
You do look.
I'm
you
never
look regal,
presidential.
Though. You look
regal.
Yeah, you look like
Is that better than presidential?
Yes.
Oh, good.
That's why you're better.
In other countries, maybe.
That's right. Okay. These are very simple. Few little steps you have to do. So the first thing you want to do is we're going to plump up the cherries. I use dried cherries in this recipe. I don't do the canned cherry mix.
Like the cherry pie filling
Correct.
stuff. That doesn't work.
What you want to do about 20 minutes before you start is you're going to take 2 cups of dried cherries, half a cup of water, half a cup of sugar, a tablespoon of lemon juice, and you're just going to boil it down for about 10 minutes. It'll look like it's too much water, but once it boils down, it's fine.
It's kind of like a thick jam.
You can see that it turns into, and it kind of plumps up the dried cherries. Take this off the heat and set aside, and then move on with the rest of the dessert.
All right.
350 degrees.
Right.
First of all, in a small bowl, we've got 2 cups of flour, a tablespoon of cinnamon. I know that's a lot of cinnamon, but it works really well with the cherries. You can use less if you'd prefer. A teaspoon baking soda, a 1/4 teaspoon salt. Set aside.
Okay.
I've got a cup of butter, melted, very melty.
And that had already been set aside.
Correct. I've already set that aside.
Okay.
I knew Mary was going to be talking about me, so I wanted to make sure I had some things prepped. So 2 cups of brown sugar, and we're just going to mix these in.
Speaking of brown sugar, did you see Mick Jagger the other night at the Grammys? He
I
was
did
great.
I did see, yeah. He was really, he was shaking it.
I mean, he was around during the Truman administration, and he's still, it's President's Day, so that's
It's
how we reference
President's
that.
Day, that's right. I'm surprised he didn't do the hand jive or something up there, like old school.
Solomon Burke for
That's
us.
right. All right, so 3 eggs.
3 eggs, over
Stir
easy.
these up. Now, when you want to open that and go ahead and, because I've taught
How
you
much
so
do you want?
well, eyeball it. A teaspoon of vanilla. Perfect.
Was that?
Yeah, I'd say.
Okay.
If it's a little bit more, it'll just taste delicious.
It might have been a little less, I think.
Now, no, I think it was a little more.
I think it was, well, maybe.
Tom, it wasn't.
Okay.
Now, one thing about this dessert is that it's a little bit tart.
Right.
This batter's so sweet, though, that it mixes really well. But I'll tell you, if you do like things a little bit tart, you will love these
But
desserts.
say if it is too tart for you, you can take a bite of it, say, this is too tart, and then set it aside.
Tom Green.
Well, isn't that what we do with everything on this dessert?
Well,
this
we
had
had
been set
to.
aside, and now all of a sudden it's in the mix.
We had to set it aside because we had to have things ready.
All
So
right.
anyway, we're going to stir this on up. This is basically just a oatmeal cookie recipe. Actually, if you did go to Waffle Brothers, I have a chocolate oatmeal espresso bar that this is the same base for it, and it's very popular.
Where's that, on 4th and
Angie
Corona?
likes it. I know, Angie, you like that. So what I've done is just use that, but I've used the cherries in the center instead. All right, what I have here, I've got to get through this because we have to show how.
I
Because
understand.
people might not figure that out.
I'm going as fast as I can.
3 cups of oatmeal.
Okay.
We're just going to stir.
And you don't care about the steel cut, just...
Well, I would prefer you use quick oats. Not the instant oatmeal, but the quick.
Right.
The quick oats. So you're just going to stir these right on up.
Okay.
Wow, I'm really making a mess.
We?
Did I say we? I
We said
meant,
we're really making a mess.
Okay, I meant...
I'll keep stirring this.
I'll do this and you do the hand drive.
Okay.
Let me see.
I don't know how.
Oh, Tom Green, you almost danced. All right, now what you're going to do is take the batter.
I know
you're
the
gonna
hokey
do
pokey.
You do the hokey pokey? Yeah, okay. You're going to take a little bit more than half, and you're just going to spread this out. What I've done is line a 9 by 13 inch pan with foil. It makes this much easier to get out and cut into squares, and plus it's somewhat it's somewhat sticky because of the cherries.
Yeah, I agree.
Am I talking a million miles a minute?
No, you're doing fine.
Okay, so we're going to spread this out.
And there's still some in here. I've still got about a third of it or so to go.
Yep, we're going to spread this on out.
The cherries have been set aside for so long, though.
Well, that's perfect because they're setting up.
Okay.
They're setting up, so you're just going to spread that on out. Now you're going to take your cherry mixture.
Right.
It's a little bit sticky. Just going to kind of plop it on top.
Kind of a layer.
That's my special phrase I've coined.
Plop.
Plop it on top. So you're just going to get all those out.
Some people go with bam. Some people go with plop.
Yeah, well, bam, who's more successful? I mean, that's all I want to say.
You.
Say, stop it. Well, because I get to work with you.
Emerald, what's his name?
All right, so you're just going to spread the cherries on out. It doesn't look like it's very much, but it really does. These cherries really pack a punch.
Well, plus they're tart, as I recall.
They're tart, so you don't need a whole bunch of them in every bite. So you're just going to kind of spread these out.
Okay.
Then we're going to take the leftover.
Trying to help.
We're going to take the leftover, just going to put it on top and spread it out. And you can see there's not enough room for it to go all the way to the edges. That's okay. It's going to cook. You're going to love it. Chris Tomer already tasted one. He really liked it.
How long do these
They're going to cook for 25 minutes.
And what's your cue that they're done? Is it color?
Golden brown on top. We have sliced almonds.
Okay.
We're going to take and put on the top.
You
25 minutes
I'm
golden
the one
brown.
With the producer screaming in my ear.
Oh, come on. We'll take him a treat. We'll take him a treat. All right, 25 minutes. You're going to love it. Dust it with powdered sugar. Happy President's Day. Yada, yada, yada.
And we're going to taste test them in just a couple minutes. For those who haven't already, and as always, the recipe's on our website at kwgn.com. Just click on Dessert Diva and you'll find it. Thanks,
That's right.
Danette.
Thanks, Tom.
Appreciate it. All right, coming up.